Hello everyone, my name is JP Yepes from Quito, Ecuador, and this is my presentation for Introduction to Music Production Week 6. Today we're gonna compare EduSynth, a simple synthesizer used for educational purposes mostly, with Subtractor, an analog synth used in all sorts of composition and music production projects, also part of Reason, a very popular DAW. I would like to start doing a brief recap of our 5 main synthesis modules that we're gonna be able to find in simple synthesizers such as this one, which is called EduSynth. The sound is generated at the oscillator module, where we can choose the waveform we want to work with. After that, the filter is gonna shape our sound and remove unwanted frequencies. Whenever we're talking about filters in synthesis, we're probably gonna be talking about a low-pass filter, which is gonna remove the high end of our signal. Our signal is going to end up at an amplifier in the end. But first it's going to go through 2 algorithmic modulators. The first one is the LFO or low frequency oscillator. We're not going to be able to hear this one directly, but we're going to be able to perceive how it affects the first oscillator. And finally, the envelope, which is almost always going to be affecting the main amplifier, is nothing but a shape that is going to be played every time a key is pressed. So we will have many options when working with this synthesizer simply because our parameters are meant to be modulated. Even though we will find a very similar setup to our simple synth, we will have a lot more stuff to do and many more options when shaping our sound. First of all, our oscillator is not going to be just one sound generator, but we could have 2 oscillators being mixed. We can have frequency modulation and a noise generator on top of that. Then we'll get to our filter, which is not just one, but we can link 2 of them and we can choose the type of filter. Our amplifier, even though it looks just the same as the other one, is probably going to be modulated by something else, so chances are it's going to behave differently. Which brings me to the LFOs. The LFOs, or low frequency oscillators, could be altered, the waveform can be changed, we can target whatever we want them to modulate. And then we're not just going to have an amp envelope, that's just one of our 3 envelopes, which we can use to change the filter or to shape another. Well, once again, we can target different parameters with the mod envelope. Not to mention that we can also change how the synth reacts to how the keyboard is being performed with the velocity controls. We can change presets, change the polyphony, or how many simultaneous sounds it can play. And we can even have a bend and a mod wheel just like in any other MIDI controller. So we should try this one out for a little bit. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time.